can see here, we've been sent a new Cosori kettle. This has come from Cosori. They asked me if I would like to do an unboxing video for this Cosori kettle. Yeah, we needed a new kettle. I've read little bits about this. I didn't even know Cosori made a kettle, to be absolutely honest. And I would imagine most of us, or most of you, are probably the same. I mean, we all know about the air fryers, because they're the big part of the company. They are, aren't they? They've been fantastic. But I needed a kettle, and they've kindly sent us this. So we thought, oh, let's have a look at it, see what it's like. I think, to be honest, one of the big draws, when I actually looked at them, it seemed well packed. Relief of reliefs, it's not broken, because it is glass. And what I've been reading, there's been a lot of talk in the press about plastics everywhere, in your water and everywhere, and I thought, oh, and our kettle is plastic. So I saw this and I thought, oh, it's all glass, we'll give that a go. And apparently it is much better. But there's the kettle, and there's the connection for the mains. Right, let's just stand the kettle there a bit for a second. There's the box. One thing with Cosori, you can get in touch with Cosori. I mean, we know that with the air fryer. If you need them, you can get in touch with them. They're on Facebook, look, and Instagram. And you can get in touch with them if you need to find anything out. And also, this comes with a 2-year warranty, as you see there. And the more I looked at it, I thought they look quite a good unit. They really do. And obviously, as a user manual, there's got to be. But we all know, to be fair, a kettle is a kettle. It's rated up to 3,000 watt, 1.5 litres. We've got the dimensions and the weights there. Don't know if you can see that, but it's a kettle, isn't it? You know what I mean? But we'll see what it's like. There's a load of do's and don'ts. Another thing, I read about it. They do it. It's glass and steel, so you get no contamination in your water, and even the small filter you get at the top is steel, stainless steel. So, and apparently it lights up all blue around the bottom. So it did look good to me, but as I say, we'll give it a go. And it's got sizes on the actual glass. But let's just have a look here. There's obviously a max line for you. Oh, it tells you how to clean and descale the kettle. That's normal, isn't it? You know, that's sort of information we always get. Yeah, so that's the booklet that you get. If you just look at the box, it says quick boil. Now we'll try that, we'll see what happens. And it's cordless, obviously, large capacity, 1.5 litres. So it's a fair size. It's a kettle size, isn't it? It is for us. That side of the box is no use to you, really, is it? It's just got my address. Look, I've had to take it off. Yeah, they talk about the quality of the materials and the quick boil and the cordless again, large capacity. And I thought it looked quite a good looking piece of kit. So, and it says there 2-year warranty. And if you need to talk to them, there's the customer support. So, as I say, it seems it's a company you can actually get in touch with, which is a bit of a plus, in this day and age, I think. So let's just put that box there a second. Let's unravel this. Oh, I see it's got you can wrap the cord around underneath. I mean, I think that's probably about a standard length for a kettle lead. Certainly long enough for us, where it normally stands. Oh. Right, so that's, keep that turned off for a minute. That's the base of the kettle. Right, now before we do anything, oh, that's how you open it then, right, fair enough. Right, it looks quite well made, to be honest. Yeah, so far it's looking pretty good. But I'll give it a quick wash and I'll bring you back. Right, well, I've given the Cosori kettle a wash out. Yeah, the Cosori Glass Kettle. Now let's open the lid. There we go. Now I've got a pint of water here. I'm sure that's in the shop. Actually, I think we're slightly over a pint there, Graham. Oh, we're not. If you look at the meniscus, we're about right. Put that in there. Yeah, looks a little lost in there, doesn't it? But that is a pint of water. Right, let's move that glass out of the way. Put it there. We'll close the lid. Now what I thought is, we can see how much power it uses with the gauge. I think that's a good idea, isn't it? Now I've set the gauge to 33 pence because that's about the area we charged at the moment. You know, it is a little cheaper, but it works out to about 33 pence a unit. You're not far wrong with that. I tend to use it as a standard when we're measuring things. So let's get this plugged in and get it switched on. Now can we see that all right? I think it's going to be a little bit too far away, but well, let's switch it on and see how we go. And what we'll do, I'll leave the camera running and we'll see how long that pint of water takes. Let's unplug the meter. As you can see, first of all, you can see there, that's taken, well, almost 1.5 minutes, look. Oh, that's what you get, Graham, it goes off. Look, 1 minute and 28 seconds, and we would put the price in at 33. So the cost there, look, less than 1.1 minute and 28 seconds, and it cost 2.21 pence. Let me get you back. And it ran, the highest wattage was 2,883 watt. That was the highest. As I say, I set it at 33 pence, and it's come out at 2.2 pence, and that's 0.067 of a kilowatt. So it doesn't cost a fortune to boil a kettle, does it? But if you're boiling it all day, then it does. That's fair enough. You saw how it ran there and how it boiled, and I was quite impressed with that. It looks quite nice. It seems pretty good. Let's get that. Let's get this water tipped out, and we'll try again. I think what it is, I think when you're of a certain age, I'm always the same when you get like Pyrex dishes. It seems a little strange putting cold things into something that's had boiling water in it, in glass in particular. Let's try it once again. There's another pint of water. Let's tip that in the kettle. Let's just try it one more time. Bearing in mind, last time, I've not put the meter in this time ever, I should have done. Well, that kettle is not as loud as our old one. You probably noticed from previous videos, when we put the kettle on, it sounds like we've got jet aircraft landing. Although sometimes we have got jet aircraft landing. But yeah, I'm quite impressed, to be honest. It's quite a nice unit. The only downside I can see is, straight away, is with it being glass, it's a lot better and it's a lot better for you. Apparently this is the way to go, which I can understand. But you won't want to knock that glass very often against your steel tap, would you? That's the only thing I can see. But the kettle itself, look at that. We're nearly there again. Now I'm quite impressed with that. That's gone off now, and I think that's all right. Fair enough, a kettle's a kettle, and it's probably the most abused part of kitchen equipment we've got. I mean, your washer, you tend to switch it on and off and away you go, but your kettle, it gets a lot of hammer, doesn't it, for what it does, and we're lost without them. Anyway, that's about it for the moment. I'll come back to you. Hello everyone, I brought you back. We've been using this kettle for a good few days now. I'd like to say longer, but you know, I thought I've set the meter up for 33 pence, look, so we'll time it. This kettle seems fine. I was a little bit worried about it being glass and catching the spout, but the more we use it, the more at home we are with it, and it seems to boil pretty quick. I mean, as you can see there now, look, I've filled that to the absolute maximum line, and what we'll do, we'll switch it on and see how long it takes. I've set the meter to 33 pence, so this I did a pint last time, so this time we'll go for 1.5 litres and see how long it takes. Let's see, it should be timing now on the, yeah, there we go, the timer's going off. I mean, this will be really boring, so I'll switch this off and come back to you. We're just over a minute in now, and already you can see things are moving inside. I've just realised on the camera, it looks as though the blue light's flashing. It's not, it's just the camera. So sorry about that. I didn't really must have done it before, I didn't even notice. Right, so that'll go a bit longer, and I'll bring you back. Right, I brought you back, and we're just coming up to 2 minutes. It's not taking very long, is it, to do 1.5 litres of water? I don't know how much longer we've got. I thought I'd better switch the camera back on. I've been asking Wendy what she thought of the kettle. She says, well, it seems fine to her. It looks nice and smart and clean. You know, it's a kettle. It's not something you get ever so excited about, is it? But it does seem okay. And I think we're not far off boiling now, if you can see. What we'll now, 2 minutes 30. So this doesn't take long to do that much water. Quite good really. I don't know what I'm going to do with this much water. I'll have to have loads of cups of tea. That's a shame. So what we'll do, I'll just run through the power at the end. It's not far off boiling now. There we go. Let's unplug this. Right, let's get this in front of the camera now. And can you see that? I think you can. Let's press the function button. Now that was 3 minutes, look. Well, that was good timing. So that took 3 minutes to boil 1.5 litres of cold water. I'll admit the water's not freezing. It is the summer, but it's still pretty good. And that cost 4.85 pence, so less than 5p to boil that kettle, just to give you an idea. As I say, I set it at 33 and it cost less than 5 pence and it was on for 3 minutes, so that's the way it is. So that just concludes this for the time being, and we'll just keep using it, and at some point in the future we'll come back to this and see how it's going, but so far it does seem really good. Anyway, look after yourselves and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.